And hello everybody, and welcome back to the stream, or if it's your first time here, welcome. Hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday, or whatever day you're watching this on. And we are back. So, I'm just gonna get into Dorfromantik before I start doing any of my talking here, so let's get into it. So, yeah, if you happen to be a normal watcher, you probably noticed that I was gone for 2 weeks, and that is because the laptop finally had a malfunction that made it inoperable to stream with. And so I had to get this thing on over to to a repair shop, and you have to be like a real one to remember this, but from like a year and a half ago or so, this thing broke down and its keyboard stopped working. And so I had to get an external keyboard, or else I would have to hiatus the game. Hiatus, you know, even longer. And at that time, I decided not to. But this time, I decided to actually do that. So, I had this, the original issue of its keyboard. I had that get fixed. I had to order a new keyboard and install it onto the laptop. Now, what's funny is that the actual issue that made me need to leave and go on hiatus is that it had this weird issue where it wasn't detecting the internet, even though every other device in my household was detecting properly. And so, like, the actual reason that I couldn't stream on the day that I stopped was because it literally would not connect to the internet. So I literally could not stream with it. You know, like, the keyboard, you know, that was not essential to literally hitting the online button, you know, or the go live button. But the internet working was essential to that, so that issue popped up. I had to get it to the repair shop, and I decided in the meantime, if I'm taking this to the to get repaired, then I should also get the keyboard fixed as well. So the keyboard is now fixed. I do not need an external keyboard at the moment anymore. Which is good, because don't want to be reliant on that if I can avoid it. Well, you know, at this point. Obviously, at the time, I was lazy, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to bother with this. And I got the external keyboard, but now that's fixed. So, I have no idea how many more years this laptop is gonna survive, but if I'm gonna be honest, it's been like close to 7 years. So even though I spent like $200, slightly more on this this here laptop, I don't mind if it lasts like another 6 months and then it has to be like fully replaced. I should probably do something intelligent, though, in the sense I should probably, like, get a new laptop, like, a month or two in advance or something, maybe? So that I don't have these long I don't keep having these long periods of zero streaming. Whenever the laptop has a really bad issue that completely makes streaming impossible. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm technically gonna do. But for now, we are back. And that's that. you know, so we'll be getting back to Undertale. Or not Undertale, Deltarune. Be getting back to playing Chapter 4 of Deltarune pretty soon. I'm definitely far behind the hype now, but, oh well, you know. It happens, and it's my fault, so that's just how it is. For tonight, though, just gonna hang around with some Dwarf. Because it is just easy, you know? I almost went live last Saturday, but I was too tired because last Saturday was literally the day that I went to pick this computer up. This laptop back up, right? Like last Saturday. But I had to wake up really early to do so, and so I was so fucking tired that like I literally could not hold my head up. So I ended up canceling Saturday as well, even though I technically could have tried I could have technically tried to stream that day, but I just ended up passing it up because I was just so fucking tired. But it's fine, you know. I don't have a massive fan base anyway, so I wasn't necessarily letting a lot of people down. Though I apologize, you know, if you missed me and wished there had been an update sooner. I apologize, but it's fine mostly. I don't think too many people are going to be that mad. Oh god damn it. Very close right there to being usable. I really hope I don't get stuck in this loop where I keep having these really small quests that I can't perfectly complete, and then they sit there for the entire fucking life of the thing, and I never get the tiles to complete them. That's what happens, though. Well, oh well, I suppose. I'll tell you one thing that was driving me fucking crazy during hiatus is that I couldn't fucking edit my video. Now I already felt far behind on it, and this pushed me over the edge of being like, oh my god, this has taken way too fucking long. I have completely fucked this up. Hopefully, like, I did start editing it, you know, as soon as my brain could manage. And hopefully I can be done with my my second / first Arcane video. Because, yeah, I want to actually take it seriously and get it out there. I can't be doing that if I literally cannot fucking use a functional computer as a result. Me being a fucking fool. So like after this stream, I'm gonna be going off and trying to edit that even more, and hopefully it'll turn out okay. I'm close to the end. The problem is that, like, I'm just so perpetually tired that like I'm just kind of cursed. Today I learned that refreshing automatically plays a new ad even if you just finished one. Oh man, I apologize. That fucking sucks. I won't lie though, I'm not gonna be that I wouldn't be that upset if I lost Twitch affiliate. because then people don't have to think about ads anymore, and then I could like attempt to multi-stream. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe like a 2-week hiatus will be just the exact amount of profit loss that they'll take it away, and I'll be like, okay, now I'll just multi-stream. Yeah, hope you've been having a good week, Toast. I've been feeling a lot better since getting this damn laptop back. But I still have a lot of work I need to do, so hopefully I can finish that and then have a bit of a breather. In the end, the streams are kind of a breather, so... But you can set the ads to play at set intervals, then it doesn't cause ads on load. I mean, if that's a thing I can do, I am unaware of it. I probably should look into that if the ads are a bit annoying. Week's been okay. Allergies at one point meant my eyes were literally swollen over and I couldn't see. Jesus fuck all Christ. You know, I'm glad I don't have pollen allergies like that. I've heard other, like, really fucking horrible stories about, like, hay fever and shit like that. Just crazy pollen allergies. Jesus. We're at 10 blocks and I can't fucking close this up and get all these right here. I'm gonna fucking lose and I'm gonna be mad as fuck that the game did this to me. How dare the game do this to me? Fucking hell. And live, laugh, loving me some antihistamines. Woo! All I know about how any of that stuff works is from that anime Cells at Work. I otherwise have no understanding of how that stuff works. It's kind of insane how our bodies are like literally have like tiny creatures inside of them that protect the entire body. It's like it's very weird. The more you think about it. I have people inside me. What? What the fuck? Everyone is a hive mind, they just don't know it. Exactly. We are all microbial hive minds. That is what being a multicellular organism ultimately is, even if we don't understand it. There's one we got there. That's pretty good. Okay. That's not gonna work out. Each one of us a powerful colony of life. Yeah. Like, it's insane to think of the, just the complexity of which nature devised our existence, you know? Like, it seems so impossibly complex for it to happen at random, but as far as we know, that's how it is. You know, unless you, like, believe in religion or whatever, but, you know. Sometimes it'd be like that. Am I gonna receive the necessary materials to fucking close all these goddamn waters? Science sure is magical. Yeah, it feels like it sometimes. Like, the shit in, like, chemistry and stuff, that is real magic. That shit is insane. Oh, man. doesn't fit literally anywhere. Except right here. I think I'll put this over here if I'm gonna be honest. God damn it, man. Luckily, I was able to borrow a really shitty Dell laptop from one of my parents during the hiatus, so I had something I could play Spider Solitaire on when I'm not working, which was most of the time, because I had no computer to work on. Heard something about laptop issues. Yeah, the reason I took a hiatus was because the internet literally stopped working on on this laptop. Like, the computer I'm using to stream right now is a 7-year-old Asus laptop. Okay, so yeah, it just lost internet ability. Apparently the solution, according to the tech guy, the solution is that he just had to, like, completely reinstall all the internet drivers. And I was like, oh, I would have never been able to guess that. Your Wi-Fi Y died. The thing is that it wouldn't even work with Ethernet. Like, I tried everything on that Saturday that it stopped working. I was like, okay, I'm gonna look for an Ethernet cable and see if I can plug it into Ethernet, and I did. And then it still didn't fucking work, so... I can't believe this game is making us lose like this. It's outrageous. Okay, you know what? Desperate measures call for desperate solutions. Reinstall all drivers is part of troubleshooting for sure. Well, at the time I hadn't ended up thinking about it. And even if I did, though, I don't think I would have been able to do it in time to get the stream to happen. But hey, at least I also got the fucking, the fucking keyboard replaced, at least. Yeah, so we're back now, and so I'll resume playing Deltarune at the normal time. Jesus. You know, and anybody who was patiently waiting, I thank you for your patience. So now I'm just back to my normal antics of being a fucking tired vegetable. There's a good chance this we still get screwed over by the game, I mean. Ugh, I guess we're going through these tiles. They're not looking that interesting. That's almost good. That's almost good. That's not good. I beat the Rogue Trader CRPG recently. Oh. I don't know. I don't remember what that is. Maybe I've been told, but if I have, then I have forgotten at this particular moment. That worked. All right. Excuse me. Fun game and not so great ending, as is the fate of all CRPGs. I can't think of one that's ever had an ending or epilogue I thought was good. What does CRPG technically mean? I forget. What? Rogue Trader is an Owlcat-produced CRPG set in Warhammer 40k. Interesting. In 40k, huh? I have a love-hate relationship with that universe. Some people say it's classic RPG, others say it's computer RPG. Oh, okay. So it's just like a normal turn-based video game. That makes sense. CRPGs tend to be isometric role-playing games like Baldur's Gate 1. Okay, alright. It's the isometric type of RPG. That I comprehend. I know games like that, even though I don't play them very often, if ever. Because I'm a big baby and I just... like, games like that just kind of feel old. And so it's hard for me to get into them, even though that shouldn't really be a detriment. Well, we're getting some perfects here. I'm still being told to fuck up this, though. Which I don't particularly want to do. I tend to enjoy 40k, not so much the company behind it or the average 40k fan. Oh. If you ever go, like, on any sort of versus community, it's always the 40k fans that are the, like, really fucking obnoxious, and they're annoying to listen to. And yeah, the company is, like, literally fascist. Games Workshop is, like, literally, like, corporate fascism, so... They are pretty fucking disgusting. Literally destroy their own fan base from outer space, and not enough people give a shit to challenge them, and it's very, very frustrating. Problem I have with 40k is that the writing has so much potential, but it's never ever been used like for the purpose of telling a story. It's always just been an accessory. And that's what ends up miffing me off so much, is that there's just so much shit in Warhammer 40k that doesn't make any fucking sense, even vaguely. And yet then the fans, like, expect me to take it super duper seriously. When there's so much shit in it that does not make any fucking sense, and completely eliminates my ability to see it as a true, like, grimdark, super serious masterpiece, when, like, there's shit in it that is just fucking retardedly goofy. 40k is meant to be serious, not according to a humongous number of people who want you to think it is the coolest and the scariest shit that you've ever heard in your entire life. You know? They fly church cities through space. Yeah. My personal experience with 40k fans tends to be that they struggle to bathe, think the fascist imperium is a thing to aspire to, and don't have a high opinion of women. Well, now, see, I'm not like an anti-gatekeeping type of person. Like, I absolutely do think it's fine for people who have, you know, hobbies of exclusivity. I think there's nothing wrong with that. If people want to keep their hobbies exclusive to a specific attitude. But they're like hardcore 40k fans who don't question anything that Games Workshop does ever are still very, very fucking annoying. They're still very, very fucking annoying, obnoxious people. You know, who will simultaneously say, you know, you're not supposed to take it seriously, but it's the best grimdark writing in the history of the human race. And it's like, no, it's really bad, actually. And it drives me insane how bad it is when it could just be super good. When it could be super cool and super serious science fiction, they're not actually interested in that. You wanna know what Games Workshop made 40k to do? To sell overpriced miniatures. That is the purpose of 40k, to sell overpriced miniatures. They have a whole faction that functions off of make pretend. Yeah, the orcs literally just break the fourth wall and they do whatever they want because of psychic fungus magic, which is fucking bullshit. Like any other toy company, their goal is to sell their toys. Yep. And they want the toys to be prestigious so that you pay as much money as possible for them, even though, you know, unpainted miniatures being overpriced is like an insane grift. Like that is a fucking insanely fucked up grift. Like they're not even painted, you know? And obviously people who enjoy painting miniatures are going to be like, "Oh, well that's the point. I want to paint it." Yeah, okay. But you're paying too much money. I'm perfectly happy with a setting like 40k working off Rule of Cool. I mean, that's fine. Again, it's just that, like, I'm a bit of a weirdo where, like, I just really... Even though I am, like, a shitpost personality person, I still really like my fiction being unironically serious and not functioning purely on Rule of Cool. And so the result is that when a 40k fan is like, "Oh, look at this cool, grimdark, ultra-serious universe. The orcs are psychic funguses that do magic. The Eldar, who are the supreme alien race, are just elves. But we're gonna pretend that they're, like, super interesting supreme aliens." Oh, and also the Dark Eldar literally just torture people for fun. Because if they don't, then God will kill them. They have, weapons such as the Painbringer. You know, and I want to take it seriously. But, like, the writing doesn't even take itself seriously, so... And whenever a 40k fan makes a really good piece of 40k content, like, the fascist company just nukes the fans from orbit. Like... So even when somebody makes something super serious science fiction cool boy stuff for the 40k universe, like, the company itself just kills them. Like, Jesus, fuck. Like, what else am I supposed to feel other than that the series is clearly not as serious as you know, some fans would argue it is, you know? It's a huge grift, almost like they have no real competition to make them have good business practice. Yeah, it fucking sucks. And my preferred fictional universe that has this similar sort of runoff from Aliens, you know, from 1986, which is basically where like a lot of the original sci-fi with space empires, that stuff originates from the works of Dune and the Starship Troopers book. That's where like 40K and a lot of other series get from, and also Alien and Aliens, you know, 79 and 86 is where a lot of these game series get their ideas. And so my preferred iteration, other than literally just the Alien series itself, is StarCraft. And oh my god, never mention StarCraft around a 40K retard, because rather than engage with the reality of the writing of both series, they're just like, oh no, it's just a ripoff of 40K. Even though 40K and StarCraft are ripoffs of Dune and Starship Troopers and shit, and it's like, no. Like, there is no point in making this argument. Just you need to stop. You absolute fucking retard. But like, the issue that I have is that StarCraft has basically been murdered because Blizzard Entertainment, the old Blizzard Entertainment, is gone. Old Blizzard Entertainment is gone, and so all the old StarCraft and Warcraft stuff has basically just been completely decimated by this point in history. And so 40K exists, and it will never have competition because its own thematic competition in StarCraft just doesn't even exist anymore. So in terms of writing, like, there's nothing to challenge 40K at the moment. Also, the Alien franchise is really bad right now. So even from like a multimedia standpoint, there's nothing challenging 40K. One inspired fan base calling another setting inspired. You're more of a BattleTech enjoyer. I've heard of that. I don't know what it is. Is that one of those mech warrior type games that's like has like super serious lore that but like the gameplay people don't always get into it or something? I love my turns people into sofas elves. I mean, yeah, that's very fucking crazy, but have you heard of All Tomorrows? It's like the same thing, except written much better. 40K fans be like, every sci-fi idea has been stolen from us. If you disagree, you're a shill. This is really bad. It's a hard sci-fi setting that is the base for the game series, like MechWarrior. Okay, alright, that's pretty cool. Didn't know if I'd ever give it a try, but you know. You know, it's always good to hear about the existence of a series that actually is taken seriously in its own writing and does not have resultingly some insane group of fans that have a massive ego about how prestigious their series is. And now everything has been stolen from their series, and we totally did not take all of these ideas from Starship Troopers or Alien or Aliens. Nope. Every other video game series stole from us. Which isn't to say that StarCraft's writing is, like, absolutely perfect. StarCraft 2 has a lot of issues in it, but like, if you compare it to the 40K, to some of the 40K lore, it's just night and day in terms of which is obviously better written. 40K is not written very well, unfortunately. Because it's all about the miniatures. It's not about, you know, it's not actually about the integrity of any story or lore, it's about miniatures. Like, if the 40K devs think they're gonna make money by introducing 40K to, like, a bunch of crazy people on Twitter, and that's what they're gonna have their audience be, well, doesn't really have a lot of integrity behind their obvious, you know, motive of we want more people by, we don't care about the community or about anything other than whether or not more people buy thing. Imagine going to the cesspit that is Twitter. It's been a while since I've been there quite a lot. I considered going on my Twitter and making a status update that, oh, yeah, about the stream hiatus, but I just didn't end up bothering because I'm like, who really in my circle is gonna be checking Twitter? Like, who really among my viewers is actually gonna be checking Twitter? So, Grok, why are Nazis so ding-dang cool? Grok, you mean Mecha Hitler? I'm not gonna mind. I'll be real. I don't entirely mind Grok saying hilariously stupid things like that. But my god, does it, you know, not look great. It's not a great image. Kinda paints a picture that, you know, might be a little bit undesirable. You know, just a little bit. It sends a certain kind of image. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Sure does. Honestly, like, I was just... Like, the reason I left is because Elon made it so that I had to pay money to see more than, like, 200 of my DMs. So, me and my closest friend who were using it to DM each other were just like, oh, well, fuck this, and then we went to Discord. And that was years ago now. And I have no reason to believe that Elon has fixed it. And that we could go back to Twitter and suddenly have our DMs restored, but it's kind of too late now. Because we're just content with Discord at the, well, you know, for the time being. Discord also is fucky. I hear Blue Sky is decent. I've heard Blue Sky is a cesspit that is going bankrupt. So I do not know if you are also, if you're like being sarcastic with that. Or not. Definitely wasn't sarcastic. Okay, well, see, I'm oblivious, so I still don't even know. You can run me around in a circle very, very easily if you wanted to right now. I just don't use these platforms all the time, so I hear fringe opinions and that's it. Right. Oh man, my Microsoft To-Do is still broken. Okay, cool. That's fine. I hear fringe opinions and that's it. It's kind of funny because, like, a lot of social media opinions aren't even fringe anymore. They're, like, for normies. Interesting how the world changes in that way, you know? Maybe I just do this. Nah, let's do this. Looks like you're making a little person. Well, well, he has a big arm right here that's really, really deformed. That's his Jorkin arm. If I was smarter, I wouldn't have tilted this one to be in this direction, because now this tile is fucked. Like, it's almost, it's kind of impossible that I will find a tile that isn't fucked. That would be compatible with that little area right there. Built like a charger from Left 4 Dead 2. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was trying to remember what that was referencing, and then I did. I'm totally not old, guys. Well, uh-oh. That would work, but it wouldn't be perfect. I'm not old, I swear. I just checked my AOL yesterday. Luckily, I am not that old. I've never had an AOL email, which is very fortunate. Otherwise, I would probably have withered away already and died. Whoops! You didn't see me grab the window, but I grabbed the window on accident. Nope. Nope, that's too much. That's too many. I can't put that there. Guess I can put it there, though. Oh, fuck. Are you shitting me? Well, that worked, so... No. That... I would like this to go here, but unfortunately, the game has made a different decision. Okay. Oh, this is 3. So I can't put it there. That also fucks with the water, so you know what? I'll just put it there. Sure. Well, that's nice and all, but this is still fucked, but, you know, at least it looks pretty okay right there. Fuck you, game! Come on! Stop. Game, give me a tile that works. I suppose we'll do it some other way. God damn it. No, I have to put it here. Well, I mean, theoretically I could eventually find something that fits there. It's almost impossible, but, you know... At least connecting it right here, I know that it's gonna work. Trying to find an activity to do now? Well, there's... Oh, well, you know... I'm sure you can think of something. There's, no shortage of things that can be done. I will admit, though, I was like a worm. Like, sizzling in a frying pan. As I was waiting for this fucking laptop to come back. I probably need to make, like, a better plan out of how I deal with hiatuses so that I don't have to do that again, because that was a bit torturous. Sitting around feeling like I literally had nothing to do and I was being completely worthless. Because I couldn't stream or edit a video or anything. It was, like, really fucking frustrating. Holy shit! That works. That destroys that. That destroys that. No, we can't. I shouldn't. Aha! That does sound frustrating. Yeah. The problem isn't finding it, starting. Yes, that is a very... That's definitely the crux. That's definitely the crux, yeah. It's always about the energy. There's a lot of things I would do if I was not perpetually tired. But sitting around playing Spider Solitaire is not the one. That is a coma-inducing anger fest of whatchamacallit, existential rage. I also had all my tabletop role-playing game characters saved on this laptop, so I couldn't even have people over to, like, play D&D. Or, well, not D&D, but play some tabletop stuff. Which was very fucking also frustrating, because that's another activity just not an option. Might try out a new branch of Cataclysm, DDA, that came out recently. I have no idea what that is. I read Cataclysm and I think of fucking World of Warcraft. One of those games made out of keyboard symbols. Oh, like a Dwarf Fortress? I'm not gonna lie, ASCII games, I don't think my brain could ever get into them, but I certainly think it's interesting. I do find it intriguing. God damn it. You know what, I have 50 right now. I can afford to be a little reckless. Most ASCII games come with tile sets now as options. Yeah, like, doesn't Dwarf Fortress have, a Steam version that actually has sprites and stuff? I'm pretty sure that's a thing that I saw at some point. Yeah, that has a Steam engine, but that's like a full-on graphics engine added in instead of just basic tile sets. Oh, well I'm unaware of how that works. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. No, that's not quite it. This works, but this really fucks with what tile I need to continue it right there. Also, this is fucked, actually, now that I look at it. Yeah, that's actually fucked. There's no reason to comply with that. So let's put it over here. Basic tile sets is essentially a swap out of the keyboard symbols with very tiny, same resolution graphics. So like 4-bit graphics. Nice. Okay, got that. Okay, that needs 2. Wait a minute, did I just make a mistake? No, I didn't. No, I had 2 of the same tile. Never mind. I did not make a mistake. It's the kids who are wrong, not me. It's the youths. Cataclysm DDA is an apocalypse survival game where essentially every apocalypse happened at once. Mutated creatures, zombies, Cthulhu. I don't know how bro's still alive after that. If that's the story, I don't know how bro's even alive. That sounds impossible. Is it also similar to Dwarf Fortress in that it's a game that's about losing? Because that sure sounds like a game premise that would be about losing. If every apocalypse happened all at the same time. Killer bear-sized bees in one corner, Migo in the other, murder robots in the third. That's cool. Sounds difficult. Excuse me. Actually, there we go. That almost works right there. But not quite there. Oh, fuck! Yeah, you aren't meant to win, you just go until you lose, right? Aha! Wait, I should do this. Yes, that's good. My favorite starting profession is historical reenactor, where you cosplay as a Civil War soldier with black powder musket. Funny to bandit charge a zombie. That does sound humorous. I agree with this premise. I've fired the shell now. Reload for the next 5 minutes. I mean, that's why they have the bayonets, you know? They need spears in between their reloads. It's a cited inspiration point for Project Zomboid. Oh! That immediately then just activates the almonds. You know, I don't play Zomboid, but I am aware of how prestigious and beloved that game is. I remember a time period when somebody showed me Project Zomboid in like its original 2D state before the guy lost all the game code and had to rebuild it again. And then he built it with like a different graphics engine after he had lost the original. So, you know, I don't play it, but I know enough of it to know that that carries some meaning to be, you know, inspired by that. Okay, I don't have any wheat quests. World of Wheatcraft. Gives a rough idea of the gameplay of Cataclysm. Yeah, so you're just running around trying to live as long as possible through all of the bullshit. Yep. That makes sense to me. Hell yeah. Very good. Very nice. And let's not do that, actually. Although Zomboid notably has less eldritch horrors and super bees. Honestly, kind of sounds like... It sounds like a fantasy version of, like, Fallout. Leaning backwards. Now I am far away until I pick up the microphone and place it closer to myself. That was probably a bunch of weird noises for you to have to listen to. But I'm being reckless. The most recently popular branch is called the Last Generation, so I guess it'd be Cataclysm TLG. Oh. Interesting. It has a $6 Steam release, but it's really just to get automatic updates and support the branch development. You can grab it off GitHub for free, and it's the exact same. Interesting. Well, I mean, if the game itself is good, then I think like donating $6 is probably like acceptable, right? Like that's an expense that can be spared. Oh, absolutely. Just means you can actually grab and make sure you like it first. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's also a good point. People don't like give credit to pirating in that they assume all pirating is malicious and not based upon bad consumer practices. When like the reality is that if somebody is mass pirating your game, it might just be because your game is good and people just wish it was cheaper. Or, if your game is good enough, they'll pirate it and then be like, I want the real version, because this game is not a fraud. These are old school style roguelikes. These old school style roguelikes are definitely not for everybody. Yeah, it's one of those things where I probably wouldn't be able to get into it very easily because I'm too modernized. And like I would find the old stuff hard for my brain to deal with. Pretty sure it doesn't even have functioning mouse support. That is pretty fucking obscure. That is pretty goddamn obscure. To have no mouse support. Yes! Okay. I think this world is going kind of okay. The first two runs we did were really bad. This one is pretty okay, though. And at long last, we found something that we wanted. Now I need another 3 for... God damn it. Games like these made me aware of how hard implementing mouse functionality actually can be. Oh, are you like a dev? Because I don't understand the mechanics of how any of it works. Of how any of the creation of game stuff works. No, but I like looking into mechanics of it. Yeah, okay, it makes sense. Checks out. Oh. Oh, I had Taco Bell for breakfast, and I don't have heartburn. Of all the things that Taco Bell does to me, it's never given me diarrhea, but it has occasionally given me heartburn. But I've never heard of anyone ever getting heartburn from Taco Bell, other than myself. Yeah, let's just put, no, right there, yeah. Taco Bell actually gave me mighty squirts, I wouldn't eat it. Yeah, like it I don't know where that joke even came from, because like it's never been my experience that it does that to me. And I'm white as fuck, okay? So like I'm not some sort of spice you know, resisting ethnicity of any kind. Resistant, I should say. Resistant, spice resisting sounds like somebody made a fucking political movement about spices. Fight against big pepper. It's not worth praying to porcelain entities over. I know a few people who do get like that after Taco Bell, and it baffles me that they eat it. Yeah, that's actually strange. Like, why would you keep eating it after that? Yeah. Hour in, whole bottle of water gone. Here's hoping I don't need more. It's like people who take disaster dumps after drinking coffee confuses me. I can't tell if I'm one of those types of people. Like, I haven't had coffee that many times in my life, but I can't remember whether or not my experiences with coffee ended up in, you know, in the toilet. Like, I can't remember. But maybe that means I have coffee shits amnesia or something. And I should listen to my intuition and just not drink coffee ever. But I don't drink it very often, so I have no idea. Coffee dump so hard it wipes your experience, like sealing away trauma. Wow, that's a powerful shit if that's what's happening. The strongest shit in the universe. Amnesiac shit. You fucking serious, dude? There we go. Wait, I think this would be easier to deal with. No, it wouldn't be. That would not be easier to deal with. This is easier to deal with. Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Go take a dump and wake up in a Denny's parking lot. Powerful stuff. What's with the Denny's meme? I don't know if I've ever even seen a Denny's. And so I don't even understand anything. Like, what? Why does Denny's have this reputation that has made it into a meme about bad restaurants? My knowledge, it was referenced a lot by media in early 2000s. Okay. It's like the Florida man of restaurants. Like, crazy shit just happens there, and it just was constantly reported on until people caught on. Just kind of sunk in and became a cultural touchstone. Okay. I buy it. Da 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 da. Denny's is the endpoint of any memory loss based event. It's like Markarth in Skyrim. Level the vegetables around your stream background. Yeah, those are the veggie friends. They're Procrastita's characters, and they are very, very adorable. They are the cutest, the cute ones, the fellas, the friends, the pals. The goats. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, this tile doesn't work. Fuck. 32 though. Okay, what is best place to stick this? Probably here, right? Yeah. See, now I can just make a new railroad. If this had a tree on it, it would be great, but it doesn't have a tree on it. Oh my god, bro. What's got bro down? Check your vibes. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcuck, Sigma of Windhelm. This is a good tile, I'm just not sure where it goes. It could go right there, I suppose, but is there really no deeper fill-in place for this? I guess not. Bit deranged, but we'll do that. Oh shit, at least the intro menu of this branch of Cataclysm has mouse supports. That's new. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. It feels like a real game. Holy fucking shit. I don't want to ruin those 3 tiles. Mouse support is super optional for me in games, but I like it when it's there. I unfortunately am just... I'm too inundated with modern gaming. I would not be able to play a game when there's literally no, like, mouse support. That is... My brain just would not be able to keep up with that. But it's commendable that there are people who are able to find that fun. Talented, even. Huh. Looks at Might and Magic 4 in my game library. Sweats. The Temptation. Probably not intelligent. It's an old game with no mouse support. Oh. Man, there's 4 of them and it's still old, huh? If you don't have the manual to reference keybinds, you will never figure it out. That sounds difficult. That sounds nerve-wracking. Mind Magic 4 came out in 1992. So the game is literally older than me. That's impressive. There's a limit to how many games are older than me. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Wait, what am I putting it there for? This goes over here, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yeah, sure. Motherfucker! Come on! Just give me one goddamn... motherfucking... Ugh. Christ almighty, okay. First Mind Magic came out in 1986. That is close to my brother's age. That's like the era of MS-DOS. Oof. That's, those are some old words you're using. I'm glad I don't recognize them, therefore I can still pretend that I'm a child, even though I am very much not. I am very abundantly past that stage in my life, but I will now pretend that I am still young. I can shatter that. Trek 1 came out 24 years ago. I mean, I'm older than 24, so Trek is younger than me, therefore I am not old. Ha 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 ha. That laugh just dated me as well. Fucking Mandark shit. Yeah, I did. Oh, how can you tell that I am like an early 2000s child, Mandarkleberry? This is a weird tile. Doesn't fit there, unfortunately. Or there. Oh, if I put this here, then I only need another oneer put to place down. Okay, that's okay then. That's not too bad. Nice. Yes. Come on. Trying to tilt it and it's being slow. Man. It's always these fucking forests that just refuse to be closed. It causes so many fucking problems. Like, we're starting to get desperate here. Aha! Yes! It wants me to close off a lot of shit that is not really giving me any ability to close off. Game's not really enabling me to do exactly what I need to do. Ah yes, the urban samurai profession. You were always an inexplicable sight in town with your funny hair and odd Japanese clothes. Little of this concerns you, but last week the grocery store stopped coming. Grocery service stopped coming, and now the TV no longer turns on. This displeases you. Urban samurai is displeased when television gone. What is this? What are you, the retired samurai cop? Your profession mission soft goal is to find a real katana because you don't have a real one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh my god, please. Please tilt the way that I instruct you to. That is a fucking railroad quest, which is great because we have a railroad going directly towards it. I think that is an important thing that we do. No! I just need a singular goddamn fucking tree. You can start with a magazine called Alpha Male Quarterly in some of these professions, like if you pick Frat Boy. Oh. Can you believe how much irreparable damage has been done to human society, Western society, as a result of that completely erroneous failed study on wolves? It's actually so crazy. When you think about the butterfly effect, you should need a license for podcast equipment. Well, I don't know. The equipment isn't too dissimilar from streaming equipment. I don't want to have to pay the government money for another license. God damn it. That works. I wonder if bus driver actually starts with a nearby bus. That'd be wild. That would, I mean, I don't know how much of an advantage a vehicle is in this game, but I would assume that it can be very helpful. Especially a big, like, armored vehicle like a bus. Well, it's not actually armored, but, like, it's just a big-ass vehicle, so it's hard to destroy. I guess. Huh. Vehicles, especially large ones, are very useful. Okay. In some, like, zombie games, I know that, like, the idea of, like, sound is, like, a big thing, and so, like, oh, if you have a vehicle, well, you're fucked, because every zombie within 20 miles will come after you, and they won't stop. You know, like, some games are like that. So, or some zombie universes are like that. And so, a vehicle isn't necessarily a good thing. But I also can see why it would be useful, conventionally speaking. God damn it. I need to use the restroom, so I will try to be back soon. And I am back. Sorry if that took quite a while. Everyone, I will... Instead, we can get back to the game. There's a crazy cat person profession where all you start with is a load of cat food, 18 cats, and 10 kittens. Welcome back! That is very funny. Not long before my stream hiatus, so like maybe like a month or two ago, I had 5 kittens that I had to wait to give up to a shelter, you know, in my house. And my God, it was like my living room smelled like a barnyard. It was unbelievable. But goddamn, were they adorable. They were very, very cute. But holy shit, they stank. They stank bad. And that was on top of me already having 5 cats that are adults. Starting to feel that heartburn ever so slightly. It's not excruciating heartburn. Like, I've had very excruciating heartburn in the past before, like, just from non-specific food issues. And this is definitely not the worst heartburn I've ever had. But damn, is it annoying. Trying out bus driver to see if you actually get a whole ass bus. Oh man, I really hope you do. That is so funny. If that's really a thing. I think our little man has grown into a mass of flesh. Like he's in a John Carpenter movie. You do get a bus? That is so funny. That is funny. If it says profession vehicle, if that means you get it. That is fucking funny. That is awesome. I think we're gonna lose. Can't even let me die with dignity. Ha! Rootin' tootin' apocalypse. There's gotta be a certain level of fuck it that a human being would end up having if they had just a bus during an apocalypse, or just any really good vehicle. Man, I don't know what everyone's crying about. I'm just going from one place to another. Just stealing gasoline and then fucking off. I don't know what everyone's so mad about. Excuse me. I really don't want to put this here, but I think I have to for the 5-way perfect, or else I'm gonna lose. Alright, we got that. Oh, man, we just randomly found that. I want to put this here, or else it'll fuck up all that I want to close off. Bus is even in functional condition, has gas and everything. That sounds very useful. Fucking finally! We went from like 9 to 22 with one tile. Whew. I've got the power! That is an example of having the power. Oh no, another fucking tree quest. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Ah, yes, I forgot this game has fully simulated pocket space. I'm not gonna lie, because of my experience with tabletop RPGs, I'm not surprised that this game is able to do these things, because there's a lot of mundane things that are not very hard to conceptualize with pure numbers. So I essentially have no carry capacity outside of these hands and my short pocket and my shorts pockets. So I have to simply haul things from my bus for real storage. Man, people don't understand the sheer difficulty, the simultaneous sheer difficulty of lifting things and things like just being liftable. People don't understand. You know, like there's a reason that people have been able to get jobs doing just that for centuries. Because lifting shit is a pain in the ass. It is a serious pain in the ass. Carry capacity is the greatest gamified aspect of most games for a reason. A lot of people fucking hate carry capacity. You know, like, people make all sorts of mods, like, for infinite inventory space, but at the end of the day, in real life, you feel good when you are able to carry a heavy thing from one location to another successfully without hurting yourself. And if you're not going to be somebody that carries things in real life very often, well, how else are you going to get that catharsis than by carrying things in a video game in a realistic fashion? Like, the reason the Shenmue 2 minigame for the job is annoying is because of the guy making all the noises. It's not because carrying things is a bad minigame. Like, no, not at all. Carrying things is fucking crazy, actually. No, I really should put this over here. Just that I'm fucking up a tile to do it. Same rate. I'm fucking up 2 tiles to do this. It's probably fine, though. Do I want to just ruin those? No. I do not. Turns out if you fully simulate things, then carrying many bottles is actually difficult. Yep. Yep, it's almost like, you can't do that IRL. I like simulation games and I like numbers games, but only when the math is something that I'm not doing, and only when I'm in the mood for, you know, not turning my brain completely off. Like, I won't lie, like, I downloaded Skyrim mods to make carrying stuff easier. But at the end of the day, I very much appreciate when the game is realistic about something. As long as it's not, like, anti-fun type of realism. Man, was I in the bathroom for like 20 minutes? God damn it. So I was looking at the time and it's... feels like it's way too late, but... guess not. $70. 17, 38, 52. I think you're only gone for like 5 minutes. Oh, then I'm just in a coma. And I'm just perceiving time differently. I put 2 protein bars in my pockets and a water bottle in each hand and slung a blanket over my shoulder, all full up on carrying. I mean, like, that... I probably could carry slightly more than that, but that's still pretty realistic. Honk, honk. I think the default occupation for a survivor starts to be a backpack for carrying things. That sounds pretty useful, but a bus sounds better. Yeah, a bus just sounds better. Why, yes, I will have an armored vehicle for when the zombies want to eat me. This mouse is not working very well at this moment. It wasn't working this bad earlier. But the right click is a bit wonk. Bit zoinked. I'll go a little bit over time since we use the toilet. Other than that, though, we're close to being done. I guess I have to rotate this using the middle mouse because the right click is not doing great. Hope I don't have to already get another new mouse. This is a recent replacement. Do I just go ham? Sure, because we had only 12. No! No! Want it to be as close to perfect as possible. My mouse randomly double clicks on the left click. It's cancer. Technology is really dastardly. It makes us love it, and then it takes away its convenience, and it makes us very, very upset. It's not fair. It's like technology is an abusive spouse. You know, not to toot my own horn, but I've totally been abused before. Please give me sympathy points. I am not a grifter. My technology is abusing me. For real, guys, I'm totally serious. This is not sarcasm. For just 500 USD, this trauma could be healed. Literally, that is literally trying to find a psychologist to be like, or a psychiatrist to be like, trying to shop for therapy, be like, is for this a premium package of $500 an hour? You know, we'll have 3-hour sessions, and we'll discuss what bothers you. And I will give you vague advice that does not help, but just makes you confused. That's why you want a psychologist and not a therapist. I can't tell the difference between a clinical psychiatrist, a psychologist, and a therapist. Like, I can't... It's hard to tell the difference between those things. But yeah, from what I've heard, like, a lot of therapists are, unreliable. Because there's a lot of therapy degrees that people have gotten in the past that are just useless. Psychiatrist gives meds for your issues. Psychologist listens to your issues and is educated on how to deal with them. Therapist just listens. Okay, so the therapist is like the worst. The therapist sounds like you're paying somebody to be your friend temporarily. That's what that sounds like. It's the bottom feeder. Oof. Hey, at least I am actually very happy that we found a fucking quest that actually connects to the thing that was going in that direction. That is actually very rare. But it actually played into our hands this time. We're gonna be done pretty soon, though. Man, I hope I can finish editing my video tonight. I might be too tired, though, by the time I get to the part where it's like I can say that I'm in the last 99, the last 1%. It's for people who don't have real friends. Or for people who simply just don't know what the difference is, or can't afford to pay the difference. No water quests. This big one here doesn't even want me to close it off. This one does want me to close it, though. This is not the tile to do so, however. So... put it right there, I suppose. Well, if I was only ever gone 5 minutes, then I suppose now is the time. All right. Thank you all very much for joining me here tonight. I really appreciate you coming here to hang out with me. We will be back in 2 days, Friday, if you live in the United States, and we will be back at it with Deltarune Chapter 4. We're in this chapel place of some sort. It's been 3-4 weeks, but we'll be back at it. Hiatus is over. This computer is fixed, as far as I can tell. Hopefully it has like at least another 6 months of life before I have to buy another new computer. But other than that, things should go back to normal. If you happen to be new here and you enjoyed hanging out with us tonight, if you think that is of a follow, I'd appreciate that quite a bit. We stream 3 times a week for approximately 2 hours. The last 2 weeks of hiatus are an exception. Also, this stream will be re-uploaded to YouTube tomorrow night, where we'll join every single stream I've ever done. So if there are any you want to catch up on, you can find all of them there. Link is in the About section. And yeah, thank you for stopping by, despite the fact that I was gone for 2 weeks. I really appreciate that. I didn't actually look at my follower count. I have no idea if anybody unfollowed because of the 2 weeks hiatus, but, you know, oh well, if that's the case. Thank you for showing up anyway. I really do appreciate it. And I hope y'all will have a good time on the upcoming streams. So yeah, I should get out of your hair. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate your support in every capacity. I hope you have a good afternoon, evening, morning, etc. And I will see you all again soon with Deltarune Chapter 4. Ciao!